How to make her horny without touching her. Arousing any girl he wants is every guy's dream. Find out how to get a girl horny and wet just by sitting next to her and using these 8 smooth moves. Now let me make this clear. This isn't easy. And getting a girl horny is more about the vibes and sexual tension that both of you feel than anything else. If you jump any moves or indulge in the next step, before the earlier one, you may just end up losing the whole cause. An opportunity to get a girl horny while sitting next to her can't be pre-planned most of the time. So use any opportunity you get when you see one similar to the chances mentioned here. How to get a girl horny. To make a girl feel horny, you first need to build the sexual chemistry between both of you. You need to flirt with her, tease her and make her like your attention. And when you feel like there's some secret chemistry in the air, just sit next to her. Use these tips and watch her get aroused in no time. How to make a girl wet while sitting next to her. Is it really possible to make a girl horny by just sitting next to her? Well, with these 8 tips here, it definitely is. Just don't be hasty, and if you sense any awkwardness in the air, take a step back and play it safe. 1. Sit really close. When you're with this girl you're sexually attracted to, find an excuse to sit really close to her. But as you sit next to her, make sure you're sitting in a tight spot so your arms are touching each other's. And even if there's a lot of space to sit on, squeeze close to her and immediately shift her focus to something else so she's too distracted to slide her butt away from you. Make sure your arms touch each other, because the soft grazing of both your arms is crucial to rouse the sexual tension and turn her on. 2. Keep her interested. Don't talk flirty at all. It'll raise her guard. She's already touching you and she's obviously conscious of that. Get her distracted from the touches by having an interesting conversation with her. Get her attention by gossiping about something you heard or reveal a little secret you heard. As long as you excite her with something while talking to her, she's overlooked the fact that both of you are almost attached at the hip. 3. Start talking flirty with her. Getting a girl horny is easiest when both of you have to sit next to each other for a while with no interruptions, be it in a boardroom or a library, or even while traveling in a train or bus. But no matter where you are, just get her involved and things will go smoothly all the way. Somewhere along the conversation, get flirty with her discreetly. Compliment her about something to start with. Be very subtle or she'll move away from you. You smell great, I like the fabric of your shirt. You have really nice eyes, did I ever say that before? From this close, its sparkles are just a few lines that'll charm her and yet make her blush without moving away from you. 4. Touch her fingers. Play it safe and slow. No matter what, make sure these little moves both of you are indulging in is discreet. If she feels awkward or uncomfortable, it's the end of the road for your sexual endeavor. Find an excuse to touch her fingers, either by brushing her palm with yours or by giving her something to hold. Compliment her about her delicate fingers or how smooth it is. She'd know your naughty games by now, but as long as you keep the pace slow and enjoyable, she'll like your sensual touches. Another good way is to pretend like you read palms. It'll work even if she knows you have no idea about palmistry. Flirt with her and say something naughty when you see her palms. Or if that doesn't work, touch her fingers and compliment her ring or her bracelet. Or even her earrings. Just make sure you warm her up to your touches. 5. Whisper into her ears. This is especially good if there are other people around both of you who are too preoccupied with something else. Movie theaters, bus journeys, the backseat of a car with friends when another guy is driving, or if both of you are at home watching a movie are perfect times to indulge in the whispering act. Don't be funny while whispering into her ear. If she laughs, it completely kills the mood. Go near her ear like you're whispering something and compliment her again and say you just had to compliment her about the same thing, again. If you want to get straight to the point, whisper into her ear and ask her if she'd like to hang out with you later. Whispering something intimate like a date request with some heavy breathing in the background will make the hair on the back of her neck and hands stand. And make sure your lips graze her ears so she can feel a hint of a teasing kiss on her ear. 6. Reach out from across her. To make any of these moves work, you have to feel the sexual tension in the air. If you don't feel it, don't try these moves. And when you feel the sexual chemistry thicken in the air, don't worry, she'll feel it too and even get aroused by it. Now that you've been touching her and whispering into her ear, it's time to take it to the next level. Find an excuse to reach out to something from across her. And as you reach your hand out to pick something up, make sure your shoulder or arm grazes her breasts or some other strategic body part. Play innocent and don't jerk back or look awkward. Make it seem natural, like you're a clean Boy Scout who's doing nothing wrong. If her breasts are out of reach, move your hands across her back or over her thigh, or just about any place that you wouldn't touch in other casual circumstances. 7. Read her reciprocation. If she starts speaking softly or moves closer to you, chances are, she's as horny as you are right now. If you've been following these tips to the T, you'd definitely have an erection already. Just play along and repeat the flirting, teasing, touching and reaching out to body parts now and then for as long as both of you enjoy it. Graze your hands against her breast or watch her t-shirt, and if you find anything stiffened up, you've just worked your magic and made a girl horny, my friend. 8. Ask her out. Now all this turning on shouldn't go to waste, should it? Tease her and play with her for a while, and she'll love it all the more. Or if you want to do something more about it, go close to her ear and ask her if she'd like to come over to your place. If you're with friends, make an excuse and get out separately and meet her outside so both of you can get home and do something about all that heavy petting and raging hormones. And that's all you need to do to figure out the secret behind knowing how to get a girl horny and wet. I've used it dozens of times, and it's taken me to bed almost every